Welcome back, Braveheart Women, to the Braveheart Women Show. Today's show is Brain on Fire equals Depression. We here at the Ixtapa Healing and Training Center in Ixtapa, Mexico, with the Braveheart Nation, are creating the One Law, One Law. It's a global march to self-empowerment. This is about taking our power back. This is about a global march, and that's what we are doing. One woman at a time, one man at a time. But within the Braveheart Women's world and within the Braveheart Women's show, we are talking today and we're specifically directing it at all those Braveheart women out there. I am Sharon, and this is my co-host Sam, and today we're going to talk about the brain on fire equals depression.
Good afternoon, everyone. Our brains really are on fire. As an inflammation nation, we are burning ourselves up emotionally on a physical and emotional level. Fear equals false evidence appearing real, creating stress and anxiety. With a steady drip feed of adrenaline into our body, the brain equals brain on fire.
Yeah, so as we have that steady drip of adrenaline going into our system, that drip then creates inflammation, and that inflammation creates a fire. And that fire then ends up shutting down the brain and putting ourselves into a state of depression. And today it's really wonderful because in the background you can see Olia, who is the director of Bioptron Netherlands, and she's going to be assisting us today. And she will be providing us with the tools and strategies to help extinguish those fires in our brain that are ultimately leading to depression. Quantum Hyperlite, in which creates the ultimate perception state with Tesla glasses and Bioptron, has a powerful effect on autism and ADHD in children. The Russian Institute of Medical Science stated that every cell has a frequency, every organ has a frequency, and all cells are interconnected, and it begins at a cellular level. We have such a dynamic show ahead of us with Olia Lupashansky, like I said, the director and Bioptron of Netherlands, in which she will include a presentation on energy medicine, including the Tesla glasses and the award-winning Bioptron. Go ahead, Sam.
Okay, so Olia will also be sharing her knowledge and teachings in ancient modalities with her interactive meditation, self-massage, Mama, which is an Ayurvedic acupressure technique, mindfulness exercises, and lion poses, which I'm really excited to see about because I don't quite know what they are yet, and I think we will be demonstrating them, won't we, Sharon?
Oh, yes. Yes, Olia is going to have this beautiful show together. We encourage everybody to take part of these meditations and this marma, this ancient Ayurvedic processes, and all of these modalities that bring us into a state where we can reduce that fire. So before much more ado, I would like to introduce our beautiful Braveheart Goddess guest today, which is Olia Lupashansky, the director of Bioptron Netherlands, holistic therapist in epigenetics, yoga, and quantum medicine for the ultimate regeneration at the quantum level. Olia, take it away.
Good afternoon, Sharon. Good afternoon, Sam. Hello, everyone. Dear ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad that you are here today with us. As Sharon introduced me, I would like to start with the glasses. We are all wearing these Hyperlite Eyewear glasses. And why they are so special? Because the C60 molecule is integrated in the optics of these special, unique glasses. The C60 molecule was discovered in a laboratory, and in 1996, the scientists Kroto, Smolly, and Curl won the Nobel Prize for its discovery. Why is this so special? I don't see any slides now, but I guess there is some slide at the moment.
Oh.
Sharon?
Just one moment, please.
The slide is showing, yeah, our end.
Yeah, there, she's not seeing the slides. Oh, yeah.
Oh, she interested in slides. Okay. No
Something
problem.
happened. Well, the show must go on. So these are technical glitches, and our new video crew is taking care of that. And
We will show it.
You can just go on.
We'll just let the
Carry
show
on.
go
what
on.
is on the slide?
The audience can see the slides, lovely. So
Yeah.
we have that slide up.
Yeah, the Tesla glasses slide with the integration of the
Molecule
C60
C60.
molecule. Mhm.
Yes. Thank you. I will explain why is this C60 so special. Because C60 and its derivatives possesses a unique molecular architecture which corresponds to the conformational state of our biostructures. You see, C60 has 20 hexagons and 12 pentagons. It's just a perfect structure. And why is this important? Because in the nature, as you know, they are superior and inferior structures. We as human beings are inferior due to the aging processes or illnesses. Our biostructures are getting disturbed and deformed. And contrary, on the other side, we have that C60 molecule, which is a constant ideal structure. It's a superior energy informational structure. And because this is inferior and this is superior, they interact. And C60 is, in this case, ultimate bioresonator. So they resonate, and through resonance, they recognize each other on the first glance, and the information and energy is going to be transmitted to that inferior structures. And in this way, it is regenerating us on the quantum level.
Wow.
And yes?
Somebody had a question, Olia. They were asking which specific model of Teslas are you wearing?
This is one of the models. We have like 20 models at this moment. And after the show, maybe we can see all the models, what we have. So this is one of these models that came like 3 months ago on the market.
And how does that affect the blue light poisoning? Well, yeah, the lenses.
Yes. What are the effects? It's like as I said, it's regenerating us on the quantum level, and we have the proof for it. What this means, what are the effects of this nanophotonic material on our health? It's harmonizing the processes between neurotransmitters and the hormones. So it's influencing, after only 20 minutes of wearing such glasses, it's influencing the secretion of melatonin hormones, serotonin, dopamine, also cortisol, stress hormones, and it's balancing the hormones. So this is unique formula that positively affects the neuroendocrine system. And therefore we can say by wearing these glasses, we can see more sharp, we can see better, we can also feel better. It's proven that it works against depression, and it brings the body in homeostasis. It's one part what they are doing. And Sharon, what you asked is they are also transforming the light. So it's not just that they are just cutting the blue light, like what they are doing mostly the glasses on the market at the moment. They're just cutting the blue light. No, in this case, they are transforming the light waves. You know, the blue light comes from a LED, from a computer, our cell phones, neon light. We are a whole day like under the influence of this poisoning blue light, high energy blue light. So what they are doing, they are transforming any light, neon light, LED light, they are transforming into the wavelengths that are desirable for our eye and brain functioning. I don't see the slides, but maybe our guests can just see the transformation of the light from photon light, which are the devils, it's chaotic light. Photonic light is chaotic. It's changing into exciton light, and exciton and photon light are coupling, and it becomes the highly structured light known in science as polariton light. So such light corresponds to the biostructures, to our biostructures.
So if I can understand this correctly, Olia, that was beautiful,
Yes.
is that the light is chaotic, and so it's basically structuring it into more of a linear type of, where it actually can actually go into the eye and actually create a healing process to the eye and regeneration?
Exactly. From that chaotic light, the photons, which are completely chaotic,
Yes.
it's restructuring into the light that is just a perfect according to the Fibonacci law. It's like a sun, it's like the seeds from the sunflower. It has this kind of structure, energy pattern. And this is what our brain and eye needs for the good functioning. So this is uniquely structured, hyper-harmonized light, I would say.
Harmonized, yeah.
And it has the properties, electromagnetism and the structure of our healthy biostructures. If I explain in the beginning, well, I don't know if the audience, they understood. So we are inferior, it's restructuring, deforming, and with such light, we are again refreshing and regenerating our body, renewing the body, restoring.
It's so fantastic because we're protecting and healing ourselves at the same time, and it's just so fascinating to hear all the science behind this from you and explained so well. Sort of from my personal experience, I know that if I'm wearing my glasses when I'm on the screens, I don't get sort of headaches the same way that I might have done before, and everything just feels a lot lighter. So just like pairing all of the science with this is just fantastic. Thank you so much.
Yes, and we can also sleep better, because it's transforming into the desirable wavelengths in range of green light instead of blue light. So it's influencing also our circadian rhythm.
Yes, fantastic.
Which is our awake and sleep rhythms.
Yes,
it's our ability to be able to, and that's what ends up happening is often those get misaligned, basically. And so then the body doesn't rest what it needs to rest and have the yin and the yang within the body itself. And that's why it's so important, that symbol, which is the daylight and the nightlight, is that it's important to be able to have the body rest when the body needs to rest, so that then the organs and everything can recharge themselves. And the circadian rhythms are really disrupted through, from what I understand, through the blue light poisoning and through this chaoticness. And like you said, it's basically restructuring the light that's entering into our bodies. Now, are you seeing the slides now, Olia?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
I see it. Perfect.
Okay, beautiful. And
I just want to say that it's not only C60, because it's very popular in the last couple of years. Everybody is saying about the C60. It's a special formula. It's actually C60 complex with metal oxides integrated in the matrix of optical layers.
beautiful. And there was
Unique.
something about it spins at something like 18 billion revolutions.
Yes, C60 is rotating and twisting. It's like alive. You can imagine that, and it's fascinating. It's rotating and twisting 18 billion times per second.
Wow.
Incredible.
That is incredible.
And changing the light into hyper-harmonized light in this way. Step by step, the photons are changing.
And somebody was asking, is there a clip-on version of?
Yes, Yes, at the moment we have a clip-on version, and it's very easy. It's just I don't have it here with me, but it's very easy. You just put your prescription glasses and clip on. In 1 second, you attach the Hyperlite eyewear on the prescription glasses. So you can
And was
put
that
on.
just something that was newly introduced, or?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
It came
Well, we'll have to
just
look at
like
getting those up
2
on the...
weeks 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
It's completely
beautiful.
Brand new.
Yes.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Yes.
That's wonderful. I'll talk to Daryl in regards to when we could look at having those actually in the store on the dock of Detox. Now you're seeing the slides, Olia?
I see you, Sharon. I don't see the slide anymore.
See your beautiful face.
But if you tell me what is going on.
Okay, the
on
slide is the
problem.
Bioptron Quantum Hyperleak slide.
Hyperlite. Okay, I
Hyperlite,
see it
yes.
on the background.
Lovely.
Yes.
Now we've got it on the main
Yes.
screen. Fabulous.
Yes, so the C60, as I said, with these metal oxides integrated in the matrix, in optical layers, is also integrated into the optics of Bioptron. And Bioptron is a medical device, it's clinically tested, and it's medically approved for treating pain, for wound healing, dermatological disorders, and also for treating depression, seasonal affective disorder, and non-seasonal depression. And it has the wavelengths from 480 until 3,400 nanometers. This means that does not have UV light. It's completely safe, does not have any side effects on the body and mind. And it's very special about it that each wavelength acts on a particular way on our body, like 590 nanometers. It stimulates the formation of new blood vessels. 900 nanometers, it promotes vasodilation, like improving the deep skin circulation. 640, it's stimulating the production of ATP, adenosine triphosphate, which is very important for the body. It's the molecule that transfers the energy to the cells, etc. So it's really fantastic. And it has also the small portion of infrared light, which has that special healing properties for treating pain.
So it has all of those elements associated with pain, associated with healing, associated with regeneration within the hyperlight, the quantum hyperlight. Just to take a step back, somebody had asked a question about the children's models of the Tesla glasses, and thank you, Dawn, for asking that. Actually, Sam aren't those one of the children's models?
Yes, they are. Thank you, Sharon.
Yes.
I'm wearing the children's glasses. Firstly, I just really like the red, and also I have a slightly smaller head, so the children's glasses fit really well. And the other thing that I really like about them is because I'm a little bit clumsy. They've got a little bend in them, so if they happen to fall, then they're perfect. But I do want to get some more. Actually, similar to yours, Ola. Have we got that?
I don't know if we have video right now. We've lost our video.
We're not sure if we have Olia. We're just having a little technical play around at the moment.
Yeah.
Are we still rolling?
Yes, are we still rolling? Okay.
Excellent, we're still here with you guys. So I was talking about the kiddies ones, but I do really want some that Olia has, because I really like the more dramatic glasses, but I'll get those next time for sure.
Well, and there's this size of the children's, and then there's actually a smaller size for even the tinier. And these ones come in red and purple and black, I believe.
These ones come in red, purple and black, and then I think the smaller ones are turquoise, aren't they? Are they a sort of turquoise?
Yeah, I believe that they are, but they're actually for a smaller child.
For dinky.
Yes, so to answer your question, they will be good for 4 and 5 year olds. Yeah, and they can pick their color.
They can pick their colour, and they're slightly bendy.
Yeah. Yes.
So they're super, super safe. We're hoping to have Olia back with us very, very soon.
And the ones that I'm wearing are the wide brim, I believe is what they're called. They've kind of got, these come in black, and they come in this tortoise shell kind of leopard look, and I just really love them. And I just ordered another pair of a different model that doesn't actually have any frame on them. They're just a wire. And so anyways, thank you, Dawn, and I look forward to seeing you, Dawn, when you arrive here at the end of April.
Oh, you're coming! Fantastic! How exciting!
Yeah.
And we really look forward
So
to
we're just
you.
awaiting some technical glitches here as far as getting Olia back.
Where is Olia at the moment?
Oh, here she
we
is.
have her. Hello, lovely.
Here she is. Beautiful.
Something happened. It says the meeting was over. So,
It's far from over.
Yes, exactly. So anyways, we were just answering a few questions in regards to the children's glasses, and so then now we can start where we left off with the Bioptron.
yes. Okay. So I said it's for treating pain, for treating dermatological disorders, treating depression, and also for anti-aging. And it won the best anti-aging prize. It is the best anti-aging product, actually, because it stimulates the production of collagen and elastin, and in this way it keeps your skin firm, nice, moisture, and keeps elasticity. And this is why we look younger if we use Bioptron. And you can try this, and after 8 weeks the results are already visible. But we speak about depression, and I will say that light deprivation and consequently the disruption of circadian rhythm is associated with the increased risk of serious psychological disorders, depression, seasonal affective disorder, etc. And Bioptron has sensory and neural effects, actually, that can reduce the symptom of depression and seasonal affective disorder. And why is this possible? It is possible because Bioptron exceeds 10,000 lux. And the lux is the measurement unit for intense light intensity. For instance, just to compare with the normal light here that we have, it has like 500 lux, and this one has 10,000 lux.
That's amazing, Olia. I just really wish I'd known about this when I was living in the UK, because I really did suffer from seasonal affective disorder, like in the winter, which is quite long in the UK. I just was really sort of taken sort of down with depressive thoughts and stuff. So this is amazing that it can really help with that for anyone that lives in an area where they don't have as much sunlight as we have here in Mexico. I'm not feeling that same thing here in Mexico, which is amazing. But yeah, it's just fantastic that it can really, really make an effect on that with seasonal depression.
Mm-hmm. This is a clinically tested treatment dosage for depression.
It's fantastic.
And I can just tell you the application, like 20 to 40 minutes with the 20 centimeter distance, or 60 minutes, like 30 centimeter distance, or 60 to 120 minutes, 40 centimeter distance. So I hope this is clear. If the distance is bigger, the treatment is longer.
Okay.
If the distance is shorter, like 10 centimeter, then 10 minutes. So you prolong the distance and the dosage of treatment.
Interesting. And the closer you have it, does it then focus directly on that area more? And then the further away, would it be sort of the whole body? Would that make sense?
No, it has to do with the depression. If the person is very much depressed, so it needs more, like 120 minutes, and then you cannot do it with a distance of minutes, 120 minutes. It's too much energy for the cells and for the body. So you put it a little bit far away from you, and then you can like sit for 2 hours and enjoy the treatment with this beauty.
Fantastic. So that's specifically for depression then?
Yes,
That distance,
yes.
that's
And
great.
it is actually the best light spectrum from the sun. You know, we need sun, and sun is healing.
Yeah.
But sun can also damage our skin if we don't use it properly.
Sure.
And with Bioptron, we don't have this problem. The Bioptron has the best spectrum of the sun. So no UV light, and exactly the portion of light and the intensity that we need.
That's amazing.
Well, and with the Tesla glasses, speaking of the sun, you can actually look into the sun, and it will take that light energy of the sun and turn it into healing energy for the body too as well. Is there any time limitations as far as that is concerned when wearing the Tesla glasses?
No, you can wear the glasses the whole day, actually.
Yeah, but if you're actually like sun gazing, I'm just thinking about if you're actually directly, with the Tesla glasses on.
I will do the sun gazing as it is recommended in the morning hours and in the evening hours.
Yeah.
Because, if you look directly into the sun, it can damage the eyes.
Yeah,
so,
of course.
Yes, in those special moments in the morning and evening,
Beautiful.
It's beneficial.
One of my questions was going to be why does Bioptron win so many awards? But I think we're just finding out throughout this conversation. It's multi-purpose with its healing properties. So it's amazing. Thank you so much for all that information.
Mm-hmm.
Were you just about to show?
I was just going to mention that this is the home unit. There's also an industrial unit that's more for office setting, and it does actually have a measurement tool so that you can actually, and I'm not sure how many centimeters this actually is to 10, determine.
It's 10 centimeters.
Yes. And so that's the closest that you would want to be to it.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Correct. Yes. And so the fullerene lens is actually on here, and it has the C60 molecule matrix embedded in the fullerene lens. And so this is, like I said, this is a home base. This is the one that I have, and these are the ones that we do sell on the docofdetox.com/shop. And right now, Daryl has a $500 store credit to anybody that is actually purchasing a Bioptron. So he has a sale on the Bioptrons right now. And so it's a good time to take advantage of this, because I had an incident where I ended up having my ankle swell up, and I used it for 40 minutes. I couldn't even wiggle my toes, and I used it for 40 minutes on one side of it and 40 minutes on the other, and the back and everything. And my ankle went from here down to here, and I could walk on it, and there was no problem. Before that, I was thinking, how am I actually even going to function? And never looked back. That was it. It was done. It was healed. Mm-hmm. It's a really, really a powerful one of the energy medicines that we have here at the Doc of Detox. And can you see the slides now, Olia?
No.
Okay, we'll tell you what the next one is.
Okay, so the next one is the quote from Nikola Tesla.
Okay, so the quote is.
Would you like me to read it? If you find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, which is Nikola Tesla's quote. Mm-hmm. Can you comment to that?
Because it is like this. Everything is the energy. Everything has the energy, frequency, and vibration. So we have to choose the good frequencies, vibrations, and energies. Yes, I see the slide now. In order to stay healthy and to maintain our health.
Well,
because every cell in our body has a particular frequency, and every organ has energy in the body, and the disease starts first on an energy level. Mm-hmm. So if there is insufficient energy in particular organ, and if it is like this for a longer period of time, the disease will actually manifest in the physical body because there was not sufficient energy. So what Biotron is doing is bringing the energy and information and these good frequencies into the organs and the cells and regenerating them, bringing the energy and restoring the insufficient energies in organs and bringing in this way the whole body in homeostasis.
That's beautiful. And
So it's
when we
healing
really
the energy on an energy level, and this is so important because this is the basic. If this is functioning in a good way, we will stay healthy.
well, and what we repeat often is the fact that we are electromagnetic energy light beings. And this is increasing the light, so it's increasing the vibration, which our spine ends up drawing up the most amount of light energy that our body has. And it's so important to keep regenerating that and keeping that good frequency and the light energy rebuilding and rebuilding and rebuilding, because when we consume foods, the only thing that's actually left within our body is the vibration.
Yes, for me, I'm a holistic therapist and I'm also doing quantum diagnostics. So I was curious what is Biotron doing to our energy body. And after only 10 minutes of application on a particular energy center of the body or particular zone, acupuncture zone, acupressure zone, it's like injecting the energy into the body. After 10 minutes, you can see the electromagnetic field changes from very small in size into the huge electromagnetic field. And this means that the energy is brought to the organs. And it's just like bringing a food into the body
Yes,
with
and
light
I'm
information.
trying to play the actual video of your slide with the cells that after 10 minutes. There we go.
We've also got the show on mute, so I don't know if Olia will be able to hear us.
Sorry?
Show is on mute.
I hear you.
Oh, you
got
can.
us? Okay,
Okay.
brilliant, fantastic, wonderful. So I think we're going to play the video. Is that right?
Yes, the video. I'm not. I guess I can just click on it here
Yeah.
and play the video in regards to the 10-minute.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm not sure.
Just hit yes.
Hit yes. Okay. So here we go.
Okay.
Oh, it's a video on YouTube.
Yeah. Okay, we may not have the video right now.
Okay. So can you speak to this slide then, Olia? It's in regards to
Yes,
the 10
we
minutes.
can see on the left and on the right side the erythrocytes, red blood cells. On the left slide, you can see that they are clotted, they are stick to each other. And in the movie, you can see how they are moving very slow. And on the right side is after only 10 minutes of hyperlight exposure to C7 vertebrae, which is here the biggest is a bone on the spine, on your back of the neck. After only 10 minutes, the erythrocytes starting moving very fast. The blood is oxygenized. There is like no risk for hypoxia in this case, and they are regenerated. And this is fantastic. From not moving, slowly moving, clotted into the completely apart structures, moving fast, moving in a fresh way. And yeah, this is for me, this is just fascinating. You see what is going on in your body after only 10 minutes of hyperlight exposure. The blood is regenerated.
It is amazing. I did watch the video, and what we'll do is we'll post it in the comments so people can have a look. And just within 10 minutes, this flow of blood moving really fast and freely. It was wow, it was amazing. So we'll definitely post that in the comments on the Facebook page, guys, so you can see that when we get a chance after the show.
Well, when we're doing, it is amazing actually, and I mean a picture's worth 1,000 words. And when you're talking about the health of the body, then the body needs oxygen, lymph, and blood to the tissues. And so when the blood is oxygenated, well, then we are now creating health and vibrancy, and you're creating spaces, and you're creating the flow. And all dis-ease is created from blockages. And so it goes right down to the cellular level. And that's where this is so fascinating. After 10 minutes from shining it on the C7, which is right, the seventh cervical spine area, like you said, the large bump there. But I understand that it actually even regenerates or resets the organs within the body too as well by shining it in this region. Is it at the base of the skull, or is it on C7 that the bioptron actually will start resetting the various organs in the body?
It's restoring the whole body system, the
That's
energies
amazing.
in the body. Yes, by shining on this particular part, because it's like injecting the good energy and the frequency into the energy centers, because all energy centers are also in the spine situated. So it's like injection into the spine of the energy.
Isn't that exciting?
The oxygen into the body, yes.
It's a miracle light. It's amazing.
Yeah. And because the spine carries the most amount of light in the body, and that's why it's so important, and it goes right from the Cossacks tail. And when we're talking about diet and we're talking about perfect day lifestyles and strategies, it's the Cossacks tail, which is the antenna, and it pulls up all that, and it does a circular pattern. So we want to make sure that all of that light energy, like you said, to open up all the energy centers and just to keep everything moving, and the vibration. And when we're vibrating high, well, then there's nothing that can stop us. It is this self-empowerment, and we're empowering ourselves from within. And so that's another reason why it'd be so effective, like on things such as depression, because you're creating more vibrancy, and that's what this is all about.
And it ties in with everything that we're doing with the Wolf Non-Surgical, with Perfect Day Diet, and all of those sorts of things. We're creating an environment for energy flow and to release the blocks. So this just all ties in. Like, we're just going to be these beautiful energy beings when we get to grips with all of this amazing stuff.
And I think there's a question here. I can't see I don't know how to scroll up here.
Yeah,
as
just
far
that little
as
thing there might take you up. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Oh, here we go. But does it help with severe insomnia? Esther was asking. Is the bioptron?
I would say first that we have to know what is the anamnese of the patient, why somebody has insomnia, to look in a holistic way. Holistic, it comes from the Greek word holos, which means in the whole. If she can just write quickly and in a short way why she, right? She?
Yes,
She,
Esther.
yeah, Esther. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why she has insomnia. So we have to exclude all these negative factors that are influencing and stimulating this condition. But of course, bioptron can help. If we use it in the morning hours, we can also, for instance, combine with the other filters, with the other colors. And I will recommend then the blue light, but in the morning hours, and the blue light from a bioptron, which is completely different from the other lights, the blue lights. and also maybe indigo light, violet light as well, violet color to apply on this area, on the forehead and on the top of the head, on the crown. And try this for like 20 minutes every morning.
Amazing.
And then to see how it influencing the sleeping patterns.
We'll wait and see if we hear back from Esther. There was also just another comment from someone that's just been scrolled up saying that she works with energy medicine and she just loves you, Ola, and she's resonating with everything you say. So I just wanted to say that. And I saw another one ping past saying, we love you, Ola, and a heart. So I just wanted to let you know that people are watching and communicating at how much they're enjoying the show.
Nice.
Yes, so somebody, Esther had mentioned that she has chronic ringing in the ear and brain. The same woman
It's
that
the
was
same,
talking
Esther.
about the
Thank you,
insomnia.
Esther.
Thank you, Esther.
Mm-hmm. Yes, she can use. I also have one patient, and he's using it now for 3 months, and he can see the difference. He can feel the difference. So just shining on one and the other part, on both ears, actually, like 10 minutes here and 10 minutes the other ear.
Lovely.
Well, and I'd like to comment to that as well, as far as the Wolf non-surgical goes, that the chronic ringing can be from the fact that it's also referred to as tinnitus, which is just a term, but it's there's the main nerve that runs along the side of the ear itself, and it becomes calcified. And so that calcification, that main nerve ends up rubbing on that calcification and then creates the ringing as well. So to get Wolf non-surgical, to get an ear treatment, to get TMJ, to get all that area worked on all around and to open up those tissues and to get blood flow and circulation back to the area and to open up that calcification will also help with the ringing. So that, alongside the Bioptron, will just like, bam, out of the park. So, thank you. So let's look at the next slide that we have here.
I see this slide.
Yes.
This is from Office Masaru Emoto, from the Institute of Dr. Emoto in Japan. Bioptron did experiment there, and we can see on the left side is the water crystal before Bioptron application, and on the right side after 10 minutes of exposure to Bioptron Quantum Hyperlite. You can see the difference on the left side. The crystal is incoherent. On the right side, beautiful hexagonal shape, which means the higher state of coherence of the crystal is just perfect. Why is this important for us? Because scientific evidence assumes that the hexagonal body water is preferred by all biological organisms. So structured water is involved in the healthy processes of DNA functioning, enzyme reactions, and numerous actually metabolic processes in the body. And therefore, Hyperlite has enormous positive effects on our health. You can imagine what it does to our body. This is the experiment is showing it. It's creating the structured water. And we know from Dr. Gerald Pollack how is structured water important for us. You know, why is this also important? Because I have here one small picture. You know what is this? This is the biophoton in our body, and it has the hexagonal shape, as you can see here.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the hexagonal shape. And you know, we are light beings. Every cell in our body emits more than 100,000 photon impulses per second. Can you imagine this?
In each cell, 100,000 pulses,
Yes.
photon pulses
Yes.
per second.
It's incredible.
Per second.
And when
Yes.
you're thinking of over 60 trillion cells. We should be just walking around like this.
Vibrating, basically.
Well, my photons are really pulsing.
Yes, we are light beings due to the electromagnetism in our body. And this is amazing.
Oh my goodness.
Every thought, our thought consists of light. Everything is just a light in the body.
So if we get everything aligned and everything working correctly, we literally are going to be buzzing light beings, right?
Yeah.
Every thought, even our DNA produce light. So every cell in our body, and it's more than they say more than 100,000 photons per second.
Well, and then if it's all structured and looking like this beautiful Fibonacci design, then when we should be glowing, because we should be refracting all those beautiful facets of this wonderful structured water within our body and all of these pulses running through it. So we should be glowing.
Exactly. So, the healthy human body possesses, it's very simple. The healthy human body possesses the highest level of harmony. And in contrary, sick individuals with weak immune system have poor and chaotic level of harmony in the body. The coherence is disturbed, is here on the left side.
Right. Yes. And that's what we're here in regards to the Braveheart Nation. It's about self-love. And it's about vibrating and removing those blocks so that then we can. And so all of these energy light medicines and these quantum hyperlights and the Tesla glasses and the perfect day diet and loving yourself and the mirror work and the Braveheart 12 loving steps and opening up all of these, reducing the inflammation, removing, the scar tissue and the calcification, the displaced calcium. This is where it's at. I mean, we have all of the modalities that are integrated, both physically and emotionally, and we're just knocking it out of the park. So the World Healing and Training Center here in Ixtapa, Mexico, is the place to come.
It's so beautiful, and just looking at the hexagon, it's like the geometry sort of shape, and it's kind of like how everything interlinks, and we've kind of got the geometry of health going on here, and everything's just interlinking and creating the perfect environment for a beautiful, healthy life full of energy. It's amazing.
So So why don't we, until you feed your spirit, you will never heal the body.
Okay, so I think we were going to be leading into some of your practices, Olia.
Yes.
So, so I think the first one was meditation, is that correct? Amazing.
Yes, we can do the meditation first. So we are sitting, just sit in a good way.
Okay.
So let me just, for our audience, let's just talk about what we're going to do here. And there was before, I believe there was a couple more, and thank you, Tara, as far as the beautiful messages that you left us. And there was an Ida that had a question just before we get into these beautiful ancient practices. If you want to read the question from Ida, Sam.
Sure, it's how can we structure water with Bioptron? What lens is the best?
For drinking water, you mean, or in your body?
I don't know, actually.
What lens is the best for the Bioptron so that it will help structure our internal water, looking like that beautiful...
You just shine the Bioptron light 10 minutes into your glass of water and you will get the structured water to drink.
Drinking water,
beautiful.
Okay, fantastic.
Okay.
Drinking water. And the water will stay like for a couple of days even. I mean, it stays structured.
And Vanessa asked that question too as well. So there you go, Vanessa. It's if you shine the Bioptron light, and does it need to have the fullerene lens on it?
Yes.
Okay, with the fullerene lens on it, if you shine that onto your water for 10 minutes, it will structure the water. Beautiful.
Exactly.
Amazing.
And it's proven by Dr. Masaru Emoto Institute.
Beautiful.
Fabulous.
So now what we're going to do is that Olia has this beautiful program set that it's an interactive program for everybody that's our audience to join in these ancient practices as far as the quantum healing and the therapies that you do with meditation and self-massage and the marma. And so if everybody would like to just get nice and comfortable and let's do this. Thank you, Olia.
Okay, we are all sitting. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable like this. Your feet are parallel, exactly under your hips. If you have high heels, put them off. It's important that you make a good connection with your feet and the ground. Lift and spread your toes and the balls of your feet. Then lay them softly back down on the floor. And rock gently back and forth and side to side. Gradually reduce these movements to a standstill with your weight balanced evenly across your feet. Feel the energy draw from your feet up through your core spine without pushing your lower front ribs forward. Lift the top of your sternum straight towards the ceiling. Open your chest. Allow your shoulder blades to draw toward each other and down the back, away from the ears. Let your arms relax on your lap. Open your hands. Relax the fingers. Balance the crown of your head directly over the center of your pelvis, with the underside of your chin parallel to the floor. Your throat is soft and tongue wide and flat on the floor of your mouth. Relax the space between the eyebrows. Soften your eyes and smile gently. Self-love is the essence for well-being. Today you will experience the self-love and healing. Now it is time to connect with the magical state of your being, to enjoy every single moment of your existence, just staying present in here and now. Let the self-love fill up you beautifully. And let's start with the journey without conditions and without limits. Now bring one hand onto your heart and place your other hand on the top of it. If you are comfortable, keep your eyes closed. Turn your attention towards your breath and allow your body to relax as you take the deepest breath that you can in your belly. Inhale through your nose and then release it through your mouth. Take a nice full in breath. Breathe in and then a very slow out breath. Feeling the sensations of the breath as you exhale, relaxing outward, letting go. And then again, an extended nice full in breath. Breathe in and slow breathe out. Feeling the sensations with the exhale, relaxing and letting go. Take one more cleansing breath in and breathe out all the tension in your body. Now we will say 3 times the bija sound, yam, which is the key for opening your energy centrum, heart. If this center is open and function properly, the whole body is in harmony. So we will do it together. Yum. Breathe in. And now, yum. Yum. You can feel it. What is the effect of this exercise, of this sound on your body and your mind? Breathe in. As you breathe out, visualize the petals of your heart centrum gradually opening. You may feel or sense your heart center opening. Give your kindness. Give yourself kindness and ask yourself, may I forgive myself? May I be strong? May I learn from my experiences and be comfortable with them? May I accept myself as I am in this moment? May I be patient? May I be loved truly and fully by myself? May I be healed? Imagine a spark of light situated deep within your heart. It is light green light. It might be tiny, and maybe there might be darkness around it, and you might feel removed from the light, but this spark is always present. Observe this spark with attention, with intention, and nurture your light. Feed the light. Love the light. The light expands through your heart. Let your light shine. This light is love. Feel your heart. Feel your heart filling with light and love as strongly as you can. Allow the love to heal you. Feel this warm wave of love. If you have any pain or disease in your body, feel this light traveling to that area to heal it completely. You are getting healed now. Feel the love expanding at the speed of the light from your heart to every cell of your being. A feeling of love and peace is washing away all of your problems. You may feel some emotions rising to the surface. Remember to breathe and allow the emotions to express. Your body is filling with light and love, healing all aspects of your being. Feel this healing energy going down your back and into the hips, stroking, soothing, and calming all the muscles in your back and hips. Let this energy roll around into your chest area and down into your abdomen, relaxing all those muscles, and you are feeling so good. The energy is pouring down your legs into your calves, relaxing all your muscles in your legs and calves. Allow the stress and tension to flow out your toes and let it go. You know And now you can say to yourself, I love myself. I'm extraordinary. I love my body. I love my laugh and I love my tears. I love my ideas and my heart. I love my mistakes. I love everything about myself. Now slowly, calmly, easily begin to return to your awareness. You may feel perfect physically, mentally, or emotionally. You may feel refreshed, as if washed in a cool spring stream. Here you are, beautifully naked, beautifully imperfect. You are clean and surrounded by divine light. You glow with unconditional love without any limitations. I will go further with the next exercise. Doc of Detox and your team at the World Healing Center is using a lion as a totem animal. I also use lion in my holistic practice, and I wrote one book here. It's behind me, and it's called The Roar of the Himalayan Lion. It's going to be translated into English, and it's written in Serbian language. It's written here, Simha Virya. Simha is the lion in the Sanskrit language, and Virya is the power. So why we choose a lion? Why Dr. Darrell Wolf and your team chose a lion? Why I chose also the lion independently, not related to your team and to your idea? I started already 10 years ago with this. Lion is the oldest animal in the world, and it has been seen in art for at least 30 millions of years. So since ancient times, and you can find it in art in Egypt, in India, China, in Rome. Lion is the symbol of power and the supreme authority, lion is sacred, it's the symbol of the sun and the symbol of the gold. And so if we use a lion as a totem animal to identify with a certain animal, so in this case, this is a lion. A lion is the symbol of power, strength, symbol of bravery, symbol of courage. Lion possesses all this strength, power, will. So through identifying myself with a lion, through this process of identification, by performing it, by being a lion, we are becoming a lion. We can express ourselves in the best positive way. So we have a courage, we are brave, we have the strength to go on in our lives, also in difficult times in our lives. So the lion position in yoga, we will do it now. It's called Simhasana. Simha, the lion, and asana is the position. By using it, by performing it, we will release all our negative emotions and negative, everything what is negative in our life, like fears, sorrows, maybe traumas. We can release anger, jealousy, guilt. A lion is also a form of an avatar, Narasimha in India, and it's presenting the destroyer of evil and ignorance. So how we will do it? We can do it like while we are sitting, doesn't matter. Normally we do it in another way in yoga, but this is also the same effect. So breathe in, full the breath in your belly, and breathe out through your nose. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel the space around you, the space in front of you, behind your back, left, right, the space between your crown and the ceiling. Observe from inside out if you maybe experience some blockages in your spine, in your muscles. Maybe you can experience stiffness. And while exhaling, release. Okay, how we do it? First, I will explain. So you breathe in, and then you lean on the front. You put your tongue out, and you gaze with your eyes up to the
third eye.
This third eye, yes, Ajna, energy center, and you roar. I will do it, but I will cover my mouth because it's not polite to put the tongue completely out of it. So I will just do it, and then we will do it together 3 times, okay? So
Okay, I'm going to poke my tongue out. I'm not worried about that.
I will breathe in, and then as you roar, you put your tongue out and you express completely yourself. All these emotions, you can maybe imagine something that is bothering you at this moment. Something that you would like to get rid of it, and then by roaring, you will put it out. Okay, I breathe in.
And the eyes cross upwards?
Yes, the eyes just put up.
Just up towards the, okay, fantastic.
Towards the third eye, yes. So
Great.
I breathe in.
I think I know that's it. Fantastic.
And then we do 2 times more.
Two more. Okay, I'm going to try and roar louder.
Okay, breathe in. And now.
I don't want to deafen all of our viewers with our...
Well, hopefully they're roaring with us.
Yes, exactly. Give us your best
And we do
roar.
it together with the audience. Everybody now.
Okay, let's
It
give
has
us
to
our
be the
best
strongest,
Braveheart
huh?
goddess roar, okay?
Okay.
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 And now.
Well, I certainly feel better.
This laugh, we are releasing now the emotions through this laughing. It comes much more than we think.
It's fantastic. That's, I'm adding that into my morning routine. That's in.
Well, and some people don't realize that the tongue is actually the extension of the heart. And so, and that's why in Chinese medicine they use the tongue so much as the means to diagnose, because it's the extension of the heart. So when you stick, so I can understand even more when you're bringing the other modalities into play, that when we stick our tongue out, why it's so emotional, because we're actually...
We're giving our heart.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Actually, after this exercise, we should just close the eyes and feel it. What is the effect on our body and mind? Yes, you are Braveheart, all of you. And now we go for the massage technique.
Oh, I'm excited about this one.
We can start with warming up the hands. And if it is warm enough, you place your hand palms in front of your eyes and feel warmth. In this way, we are relaxing the eyes, the eyelids, and all these muscles around the eyes. Just be careful that the shoulders are staying in a normal position. Don't lift them up. Okay, then we put the hands on the top of the head. On the ears. And on your heart center. And we will start with the fingertips from the front part of the forehead towards the sides. Make it just completely straight. Under your eyes, nose, above the lips, your chin. With the fingertips, we will create the sound of the raindrops. You can play with it. You can do it faster or slower. Create your own rhythm. Above the ears. And on your chest. By the sternum. This way you are stimulating your immune system. Very gently. Enjoy everything what you are doing. Do we have the slide of this Ayurvedic
The
massage?
mama, we do. If we can.
Okay, because I don't see it. Okay.
Yeah, I do have it.
Okay, so we will start with on the top of the head, the crown.
Video crew, could we?
Just give us one.
Can you just give us one moment here,
Oh,
please?
you're just going to find this slide.
Yeah, what slide?
The next one along. So if we just can see our slideshow, that would be great. That one.
Oh.
Go back one or two.
Yeah.
That one there.
Okay.
There we go. We have the
Beautiful.
slide up. Lovely.
Okay.
Okay. So exactly on the top of the head, you can find this marma point called adipati. And you stimulate this point normally for 5 minutes. We will do it a little bit shorter now.
Is it right in the centre, Olia?
Yes, exactly.
Gotcha.
Yes. And you can do with both hands.
Well, for me, it actually feels like a bit of a peak.
I've got a little bit of a bump
Yeah,
going on
same
there.
here.
Is that what we've got?
You can find it easily.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a little bump.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So what we are doing now, all these points that we will do, there are 6 points in total, are relaxing and calming the mind and balancing emotions. So it's like an anti-stress points. Then we move to the second point. It's just like one finger from the
Right at the
hair,
top here.
from this line.
From like the widow's peak area of the top of the hair.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And do we use both hands on that one as well, Olia?
Yes, you can do it. Yes, with both.
Oh, that's got a little
hands.
bump too.
Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Wow, interesting.
It's very easy to find all these points.
My top bump was slightly off centre. Slightly wonky.
Oh, it's all about realigning. We'll get this. You should measure it.
Realign that bump.
So this is called Brahmarandra. And then we go to the third point. It's Shivarandra. And it's actually, if you go with your finger towards the back of your skull head, and then it will just come into the, like a one hole.
It's in the. Is it underneath? You've got quite. There's a big lumpy bit at the back of your head.
Under that lump, it's like a hole.
Underneath. Okay, got you.
Yes.
Right in there.
So it's perfect actually for the evening time if you want to relax and to sleep well. Then you do all this program, all these points. And the fourth one, it's Ajna. And this is the third eye. The third eye.
Yeah. And we can do that with like just one hand if we want to.
With one hand, I think it's easier. Yes.
Okay.
And this is also very good for persons who experience ADHD.
Fantastic.
This point here.
Yes, it's very relaxing. It's calming.
And is it important to put to go clockwise, or does it really matter?
I'm doing it clockwise.
Okay.
Yes. And the fifth point, it's on the left and on the right side. The Shankar points.
So is that your temples, or is it slightly?
Well, on the image, it's showing right at the outer corner of the eyes.
So is it a bit further down?
Yeah,
Okay,
right on the
cool,
outer
gotcha.
corner of the eyes. Okay.
Yes. And these points are particularly good to stimulate for the migraine. So to get rid of a headache, you have to massage these points. And also the sixth one, it's here, where my earrings are.
Oh, right at the earlobe?
So are you squeezing the earlobe and just sort of massaging the
Squeezing,
earlobe?
yes, squeezing,
Okay.
yes, exactly. It's called Karnapali, and it's for treating headache.
For headache as well?
Yes,
Amazing.
so this point, and this is for headache. And the other points are for relaxation. And you can also use the Bioptron medal, violet light, and just apply on these points for like
Wonderful.
3 minutes each point with Bioptron violet light. And then you will have more effect. You will just, you can do massage with Bioptron or just Bioptron violet light.
That's
So you have
beautiful.
like a complete treatment for deep relaxation.
I really like this one. This is definitely an evening one for me, and the lion's pose is definitely for the morning. I was very energized after that lion.
Now we're gonna go back up again.
Right? This is perfect to just bring us back down to a nice relaxed
Yeah.
state.
That's beautiful. Really wonderful. Thank you, Olia.
You are welcome.
And typically from, I mean, it's just probably however you move into it and however the flow goes, but between all the points that you just showed us, do you usually like 20 minutes, 15 minutes, or how long do you usually...
Yes, 20 minutes, it's okay. It's enough.
Wonderful. And I guess if you're feeling a bit headachy, you could just do, if you're out and about, you could just do the sides.
Yes.
And you could just do the ears
There is
just to
also
help with the
one
headache.
point. If we are speaking about a migraine and a headache, this is also the point for a headache. This one here.
Oh,
Just right
yeah.
in the middle of the...
Yes.
Okay.
And
Thumb
just
and
squeeze
forefinger.
it and press it very hard. And yeah, this
Yes.
acupuncture, acupressure actually, it's so amazing. I would like to share something with you that when I was pregnant, I was not scared of delivery, and I didn't want to have any injections in my spine or anesthetic. So what my partner and I, what we did, my husband and me, he was just applying acupressure during the labor, and I did not have any pain.
Incredible.
In these areas? Or...
Also some other areas on the legs and also here. So mostly on the legs and here, but maybe once we can speak about it.
Yeah.
But it's a completely other story. But I would like to say it's so powerful. It's really amazing.
That's
that
beautiful.
I didn't have pain. Like my mother was saying, like she could not believe this. I said, no, Mama, I didn't have a pain during the labor, and I didn't have any anesthetic.
Well,
Wonderful.
That's a whole other show. We'll have to have you back on, my darling.
Yes. Perfect pain-free delivery.
Right?
Yes.
But specifically for today, those head points are really going to help just relax us, take out the anxiety, and just get us back to a really nice balanced state and help with that brain on fire. Amazing. Thank you so much. And then our next slide, Olia, is we're moving on to mindfulness, I believe.
Yes, I would just like to end up with relaxation.
Okay, lovely.
So we are sitting, but maybe people at home, they can lay down.
Oh, lucky peeps.
Yes. Make a connection with the feet and the ground if you are sitting, and if you're laying, just feel how you lay down on the floor. Bring your attention to your feet, both feet, toes, the heels, bring your attention to your knees, left hip, right hip, belly button, imagine the red light on your legs, on your tailbone, imagine the orange light in your abdomen, in your lower belly, in your reproductive organs. This healing orange light is healing your kidneys. Bring your attention to your belly button and imagine yellow light shining on your solar plexus. Bring your attention to chest and feel the light green light in this chest area by your heart center. Bring your attention to the shoulders, elbows, your hands, fingers, throat area, sky blue light shining on the front and on the back of your neck. Bring your attention between the eyebrows. Imagine indigo light. Relax your eyes, relax your tongue. Bring your attention to your left ear, to the right ear. On the top of the crown, imagine a violet light. Fill your body, all the cells, with love and light, and the light is in white color. The light extends your body in 2 meters from the all sides. You are bathing in the healing white light. It heals your body. It heals every cell in your body. Now you can slowly move the toes and the fingers and become aware of the sounds that are around you. If you would like to stretch, you can do this. And open your eyes.
That was really beautiful, Olia.
Thank you, Olia. That
Yeah.
was lovely. It was almost like a combination of yoga nidra with the chakras and the colours. That was really wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah.
You can also combine it with bioptron for particular areas to enhance the healing, to add something more in the
That's
treatment.
amazing.
That is, and I can understand how powerful it would be to combine that with the bioptron.
You can shine, for instance, the green light on your sternum.
Yeah.
So, yes, so you are opening this energy center, but you are also stimulating the thymus gland, which is responsible for immune system functioning.
Well, that's
So you are,
that's opening us up, and the pineal gland is being so calcified from the toxins that we're being exposed to, in particular fluoride.
toothpaste, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
the fluoride. Yeah, it calcifies your pineal gland, and that's your ability to connect to your, to your infinite power or to the universe. So then we can,
Amazing.
the intuitiveness and mindfulness is, mindful, right? We want to be mindful of what we have in our brains and reduce that fire so that we can then live with vibrancy and live in love and live in self-care and empowerment. And it really comes down to very simplistic practices that are, these practices like the marma is an ancient practice. And these are what kept people so connected. I mean, look at all these cultures. I mean, they communicated from afar.
Yes, they were more connected to themselves, to the universe.
Mm-hmm.
People are just too much using computers and the cell phones, and it seems to me that they don't have time for themselves, but the time is something that we are creating.
Yep.
Absolutely, and it is this all these addictions to all of the screens and all of the fast-paced life that's really taken us away from our connection to ourselves, and these really simple practices really just bring us back. And they're so easy to do, but they're really easy not to do. So that's where we need to have the self-love and the self-respect to actually do these things for ourselves and make sure we're filling ourselves up with love, right? This is a loving thing to do for yourself. So yeah, why are we not doing it enough, Something to consider.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah.
Shall we see if we can scroll back and see if there's any questions? How are we doing for time and things?
I am not sure because our clock.
Okay.
So we have to look in your phone
yeah.
there.
I also didn't, I was not aware what time is it actually.
Yeah, I know, it's just been so beautiful and I've just kind of got lost in the practices. So we're okay for time actually, we've got a little bit more time. I wonder if we can scroll back and see if there's any questions.
I'm not able to, oh, there we are.
And also, yeah, have a little look through, Sharon. And I'm just going to...
Tara said thank you for the group meditation.
Yeah.
And marma therapy. There was a wow on that. And let's just put that back to the mindfulness. I'm not sure why these are being changed. But it appears that we're caught up with them from what I gather.
Well, what we'll do, guys, if we have missed any, is we'll have a little look through later and come back with some responses to any of the replies.
Yeah.
I'm just going to ask our lovely video guy, could we see the other screen that's underneath the mindfulness?
A screen of...
The notes, yeah, that would be great. Thank you, lovely.
Yeah.
So, Olia, did you have something else that that you wanted to add?
I would like to say that each of us has to take care. We have to take care more about ourselves. We have to be aware of everything, actually, to observe in a holistic way how do we live. So we have to eat proper food, to drink proper water, to sleep in a good way, to do on a regular basis self-massage, to take a bath with crystal salts, etc., to enjoy the sun in early morning hours, to use Tesla glasses when we work behind the computer, to walk, spend time in the nature, to walk bare feet, which is very important for grounding and for to get the electrons into the body, negative ions, and to regenerate. So just more to love, to more love ourselves.
Unconditionally, first and foremost,
Yeah.
before
Yes, to do
anything
the
or
right
anyone else.
things, to write good things for our body and mind. And in this way, we will reduce the depression as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Something
Absolutely.
toxic light. Okay, we should exclude the toxic light. If the relationship is toxic, just split. How you said? Split out, split off, split the relationship. Split with the
Yeah,
person
remove
who
yourself
is
from that
toxic.
relationship for sure.
Just get rid of him or her.
Absolutely. But with a lot of
Yes.
the external toxins, like the light and all of the different things that we're experiencing now from our way of life, having these tools to balance and reduce the toxins as well, because we can't get rid of all of it unless we go and just live off grid, right? So the fact that we've got all of these different things that we can do to reduce and balance everything out is just fantastic. We just need to love ourselves enough to make sure that we do them.
Yeah, it's about a focus. And we're regenerating ourselves. So when we can keep filling up the tank, keep filling it up with all this wonderful vibrational energy. And it's about the love, and it's about kindness, it's about respect and protect. And when we can keep rejuvenating that, then like you're saying, it's very difficult for many to completely go off grid and not be exposed to any of that. However, we have these wonderful tools and these practices and these this strategy associated with rejuvenating ourselves. And it's so lovely that you shared these beautiful practices with us, Olia, from the perspective of your holistic therapy. It's really, really, really beautiful. I enjoyed
And
it a
we
lot.
have joy in everything. I remember when I was studying, I was visiting a friend of mine, and his mother was just washing the dishes. And then she told me, she said, even if you are washing the dishes, something that is really, maybe you don't like it, you should enjoy it. And she was doing it with a big smile on her face. I remember that. And it's so true.
Yes.
We just have to find in everything what we are doing some positivity.
Absolutely, that's just reminded me. I've had that moment when I was washing up. Actually, I was at a friend's house, and she got this beautiful kitchen, and I'd been doing quite a lot of practices when I was staying there, and I was kind of in a state of quite blissful, and the sun was just beaming through, and I just caught myself like just washing the dishes in utter joy, and I'm like, let's wash the dishes like that every time. That would be so great. But it is achievable. It's just if we're consistent with our practices, I think is really key, and we maintain that vibration.
And I would like to say also for persons with depression, maybe they can just buy an animal like a dog.
So
Dogs can bring so much love and light into our lives.
well,
Yes.
they just give unconditional love, right? They teach us how to do that. I think, I'm a big fan of fur babies, that's for sure.
Yes.
They're really, really helpful.
Yes.
Absolutely. We have one little question that's come up on Facebook, and I'm wondering if we can do this technically or not. Can you put the models of the sunglasses, as you mentioned at the beginning? If we can't, Olia, can you send us something that we can post in the Facebook? Is that possible?
Yes, I will send you all the models. I have here 3 models. Look, this one, very funky.
Do we have Olia on the screen, guys? I'm not
Yes,
quite sure.
I can't quite see her here. Let me see if I can move her around.
I don't know that we can do that.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Well, they are certainly
Love
funky.
Let's see.
Funky glasses.
Oh, those are funky. Yes, they are.
Yes, yes, definitely. And they have also the special layer. It's also polarized light.
Ah, okay.
Different, you see. We have
So that's a
the
clear.
collection. This is the collection for working inside behind the computer. You can see they are more, they are yellowish
Yeah.
and they are light in color. And these are polarized. It's for outside.
Or for the disco.
Protect from the to protect from UV light.
Fabulous.
And this is something in between. It's a little bit darker than these
Okay.
ones.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Which are those polarized as well?
Yes, but a little bit.
You can
not
kind of
so
you
much.
can see a different sheen on them, can't you?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. They're not as like opaque.
So these
have a look at
ones
those
are in between.
Very nice. Oh, well, I want them all.
Yes. In all the styles.
Yes, yes.
I think we lost her again.
Okay.
Okay. What?
Are we still rolling, guys? Because we've lost our lovely Olia. Okay, so why don't we move on, lovely? So if we can bring up the slides, maybe?
Yeah. Well, I just need to click on here, so I've got the ability to do this when I find.
Oh, hang on. She might be popping back in. It's been a fun technical day. Oh, she's
Oh,
gone
yeah.
again.
There's just so much light energy going on that we just keep, Hello.
We got you, lovely. I wonder if it's our vibration making all the equipment go a bit wrong.
All the way to the Netherlands.
I was again being kicked out of the
We
program.
don't know what's going on with this all today, Olia. We're saying it must be our high vibration. It's kicking all the systems off.
Yes.
That's
I
beautiful.
wanted to show you something more. We were talking about chaotic light in the beginning, so I want to show you how it looks like. I don't know if you can see it
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
This is chaotic light, and this is the structured light.
Ah, beautiful.
Yeah. So,
Fantastic. I mean, if you want to send us anything, Olia, and we can pop extra bits of information into the comments on the show, just so when people watch it, they might be able to see it and stuff like that.
And we'll try to add that the video in the comments.
Yeah, we can add the video,
Yes,
the one that
the
wouldn't
video
play,
with the
so for
after the
people to
10
see,
minutes
that
of
would be, yeah.
shining on the C7, how
Fantastic.
the blood ended up becoming less coagulated and started moving freer. So we'll certainly do that. Add that to the comments.
That's awesome. Is there anything else you would like to talk to us about? I know we've kept you for a long time, and we know it's late there for you, so just very mindful of your time.
I just want to, because I mentioned that the Bioptron is a medical device certified also for wound healing. Look this is amazing.
Wow.
This is the second degree burns. The skin is completely healed.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And do you know in what period of time that was from, Olia?
Yes, after 15 months.
15 months. And how often? What do you know? How often they were using it, and what was the deal with that?
What was the protocol?
It's recommended every day, actually, but it can be 2 or 3 times per week.
That's amazing.
Yes.
And would that have been for the extended period of time from a further distance that they probably would have
10
done?
minutes It's enough. 10 minutes, it's
Yeah.
enough in this case.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and then you would reduce the time dependent on the nature of the situation. And this is
no, just 10 minutes is the protocol.
okay.
For,
Right, okay.
look, this is.
What is it?
What are we looking at?
This is the foot.
Oh, foot.
Wow.
Foot.
What was going on with the foot? Is this
Yes.
like an infection? It's got holes.
It's in the persons with diabetes.
Oh my
Diabetes.
goodness.
Ah.
Yes. So
Dermal
this how
regeneration.
it cannot get closed. Wounds are sometimes open, and you can see the wound is completely closed.
That is incredible. I mean, that looks like it was just, you couldn't do anything with it. Look at it. That's amazing.
That was with diabetes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hmm?
That's amazing.
Yes.
Oh,
This is amazing.
Olia, I feel we've got another show here.
Yeah.
There's so
Yes.
much that this amazing
Yes.
machine and technology can do. It's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we would
Yes.
love to have you come on again to our Braveheart Women's Show. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much
Thank
for your
you.
time today.
Yeah.
It's been such a
Thank
pleasure.
you, ladies.
It's
It
been
was
such a
nice.
pleasure.
And your
Being-
voice through the meditations and stuff is just, it was so relaxing with your accent. So yeah, really beautiful. Thank you, lovely.
And I know it's late there, and we'll let you, now that you're all relaxed from
Right.
doing this meditative practices, you can
Or Zen.
move
Just-
into your peaceful resting period, because it's I would think that it's probably about 10.
It's like
10:30.
11 o'clock.
11
Oh,
o'clock,
bless
yes.
you. Thank you
Yeah,
so
it's
much.
11
Well,
o'clock,
you're
yes.
still looking beautifully fresh. So
Thank you.
you're so
Thank
welcome.
you,
Not
Olia.
so late.
Yes.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
And have a beautiful rest, and it's been our pleasure to have you on here today.
It's
Yes.
been amazing. Thank you, lovely.
Okay.
Take
Bye
care.
for now,
Thank you,
Olia.
ladies.
Bye-bye, lovely.
Thank you, Sharon. Thank
You're-
you, Sam.
You're welcome, Olia. Thank you so much.
See ya.
Have a beautiful night.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
You too. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so
Just to see how I go.
About ending,
If
I think
it's-
that, Gad, you will have to...
yeah, Gad, will you end the meeting for Olia?
Perfect.
And then it's just back to us.
Yes.
Lovely.
Well, thank you, viewers, for taking part in that, and for your comments in regards to Olia's ancient practices
Yeah.
and mindfulness and the meditation.
That's been so beautiful for me.
And really, we can look at today as being Transformation Day, if we so choose.
We really can.
Yeah, we really can. We can move forward and take these practices and protocols and incorporate these energy medicine tools within our daily lives, if we so choose. And it's a perfect time to bring something like the Bioptron into the home, because of the fact that we are actually, have the sale on.
Yeah, so the sale was 500 credit
Store credit.
Yeah,
Store credit.
which is amazing.
Yeah.
It just means you can then get some
Yeah.
extra products to help with all of this as well.
Gad, could you do just a little bit of a note here, Gad? Could you bring us our notes back on, please?
Yeah, we'd like our
Yes.
notes back, please, Gad.
And from the standpoint of our daily lives, we can make every day Transformation Day. We can connect to ourselves, connect to others, and connect to the universe. And all of this perfect day strategy, which we do with our consultants. And you can come online and you can look up. Sam is online, I'm online, there's a few others.
Yeah.
And you can choose who resonates best with you, so that then you can have a transformation day. You can start connecting to your body and connecting to the honoring and loving and the self-empowerment. And the strategies that we bring forward with the perfect day is to align us emotionally and physically. And that's what it's about. I mean, Olia just ended up showing some very profound healing modalities associated with the Bioptron, and also associated with what we can actually do for ourselves with self-massage and with having the ability to actually connect with self. And once we can do that, then we can connect with others, and we can connect with the universe.
Yeah, it's so beautiful, and what I really love is this combination of ancient and really modern energy medicine, and how we're bringing it all together, and just the ability we have to free ourselves of these blocks and disease and traumas, and actually just live in a state of flow, of vibrancy and energy. I think we've got our hands on some truly amazing stuff here. If you can just find the self-love and the unconditional love for yourself to do these practices and commit to yourself 100%, your life is going to change beyond what you will recognize, and you will then be expressing yourself as the light energy being that you were born to be. So just take all of this information, book yourself a consultation with one of us. There's 5 or 6 of us on the site, and we all come from a different perspective and viewpoint from our own lives. So choose who resonates with you, and just start yourself on this beautiful journey of light energy. That's what I'm finding from today's show, right? It's just, yes, we are light energy. So,
and when we can start removing the blocks, like Sam said, removing the blocks so that we have the flow. Then when we flow, then that vibration can actually. So when we're doing meditation and we're visualizing the lights in each one of our energy centers, then that light has a chance to start resonating, and then you can feel the vibration. And for me, through my personal journey, I am getting more and more and more connected to that with all of these classes and all these master classes. And for us women, the pelvic restoration master class, it's going to be on Zoom for the people that can't make it here to the Ixtapa World Healing and Training Center, and it will be on Zoom. So the training center here is starting tomorrow, actually, the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of April.
And that's the in-person.
That's the in-person. Yeah, and then the Zoom one is May 6th, 7th, and 8th. And what that does is that connects to us, to our femininity, connects us to that root energy center that will help us to connect with the vibration and with the tissues and regenerate the ligaments and the muscles, and actually have us be able to work those, so that then we don't have issues with incontinence or prolapsing and need to look at things like mesh surgery, which will just create more blocks, because anything foreign in the body actually creates blockages.
It's so multifaceted, all of this work. And the pelvic floor and the pelvic work that we're talking about, combined with the non-surgical and all of the nutrition, relating it back to brain on fire and getting everything moving. Once we have a happy, well-functioning pelvis, which is our root center, the energy comes all the way up the spine and comes up to our brain. So this is going to just relieve all that tension. We're tapping into our creativity, and then that's flowing all the way up into our brains and just relieving all of that depression and heaviness. Like if we're moving and feeling in flow, it's just another aspect that's going to help relieve all of that for you. So yeah, it's just all connected.
It is, and when we were talking about the spine, and when women end up with hysterectomies and surgeries within our pelvic region, that's our power center.
Yeah.
And what we want to do, because then when we have anxiousness and we have our adrenals and we have these physical blocks, then that anxiousness, that creates the inflammation that ends up. I mean, love is the answer, and self-love is the cure. And one of the key components of the emotional and the physical aspects of our strategies is the Braveheart 12 loving steps.
Yeah, completely. It's such a beautiful practice, and it combines everything once again. So just really look into the 12 loving steps, connect all the bits. And the thing with this is we have protocols and bits and pieces that we really recommend you do, but bring in your other practices that merge and tie into that as well, because it will really just help. And not, there's certain things consistently to do for sure, but then just sort of look at everything else that you're doing, all those different modalities, and sort of mix it up a little bit, sort of bring some variety in as well, and just keep that energy flow going.
Yeah, and surround yourself. I mean, we're only as good as the 5 people that we hang out with.
We really are. I hang out with Sharon, so I'm doing quite well.
Hanging out with yes, I'm totally hanging out with Sam. We're doing amazing.
Awesome.
And the 12 loving steps, and it's just so simple as just 3, 2, 1, and we're rattling that subconscious mind. And it's about consistency. It doesn't mean it's about intensity. We don't have to go, I do consults with individuals because of their level of anxiousness and the fact that we're trying to maneuver that running from the paper tiger down, is that we're wanting to just get ourselves centered so that we are in the present moment, because the only true place that we can actually heal is when we're here. And something so simple as the Braveheart love bands, 3, 2, 1. I totally get this. I love, honor, and respect myself, and give yourself a kiss. Bring us back here. Hey, you know what? I want to find my ultimate goal of when there's total chaos going on around me, total chaos, and I can sit in this place of peace and go, you know what? 3, 2, 1, I got this. Eventually, somebody will stop moving, and if they don't, well, it's okay. I'm not going to allow that to get in here, so that then it starts dumping the adrenaline or the histamine or cortisol into my body.
And I really love what you said about the consistency of this rather than the intensity, because if you find yourself really pulling it, that's not quite what we're after. It's just that gentle, loving kiss back to the present moment, and it's going to be beautiful.
And come down and take the whole life coach course. That changes people's world, and the next one starts on April the 30th.
Yeah.
And that is 9 days that will rock your world. You will have it's even unexplainable as to what ends up happening in that room.
It kind of is unexplainable. Like it is transformational, and I'm sure you've heard of different transformational programs and stuff. But Dr. Darrell Wolfe takes you to another level, and you honestly will not recognize yourself by the end of it. So yeah, absolutely.
And we've watched, I've been through the course, I think 7 times or something.
Wow.
Yes, and so for yourself, I believe it's been 3 or 4.
3, yeah.
And every time it's different. Every time you see these beautiful transformations within individuals, and you see the aha moments when it's like, wow, I don't need to run this suffer program anymore. I don't need to run this program of self-hate anymore or judgment. I can run the program of self-love.
Yeah.
And that's really what it comes down to. We have the choice. We have the choice of running the program, of focusing on the dis-ease, which is just a dis-ease. It's just the fact that the body is telling you these symptoms. I'm out of alignment. I'm out of alignment. I've got some pain here. I've got a cyst here. I've got a fibroid here. I've got something going on here. This is just the body saying, hello, wake up. I'm out of alignment.
Absolutely.
And then it's just a matter of taking that and deciding how you're going to realign. And we have the strategies.
And it really is listening to the body and listening to the pain, which is our GPS. It's showing us where there's an issue. So not ignoring it. And one of the things with the brain on fire is when we're in a state of anxiety and inflammation, we're not able to then hear what's going on in the body. And so we're kind of numbing it and ignoring it and just taking maybe pharmaceutical medications to try and dull everything down. And then you're sort of also using the addictions as well. So constantly watching media, alcohol and drugs maybe to numb out. This is all just like focusing in and creating more of what we really don't want. And I really do think this is an intentional thing that's happening. So we've been ruled, schooled and fooled, creating a lifestyle of fear and anxiety. And this is enabling a perfect environment for everyone's brain to be on fire, where we live in a state of react and attack rather than relax and respond. So can we bring ourselves to that space of breath, which is so important, the modalities that we were using earlier just to bring us back to the present moment. And can we actually work in a space of relaxation, take a breath and respond to our environment rather than reacting?
Yes, absolutely. And when we can take that moment, and it's really about the 3, 2, 1, I've got this, is that I want to take those few minutes where I can feel the reactory emotions coming up and get into my emotional intelligence. And that's what Daryl has on the doc of detox.com. He has his master classes. And one of the master classes is the Braveheart Emotional Intelligence course, which you can sign up for. And there's a coupon, Braveheart Free. And it really is about taking those steps and getting ourselves to a point where we don't react. We can act and we can take a breath. 3, 2, 1, I got this. I'm just going to go into a mode where I can resolve this, because things are going to come up daily.
Definitely daily.
Momentarily.
Totally. And within that program, it's fantastic. It's 33 days, is that right, for that one, which is the online one? You do things over...
Well, yeah, I mean, you can go at your own pace, but there's the 12 loving steps, and yes, the 33 is the master number. It's about taking that and doing the mirror work every day for 33 days and consistently doing this, and it will change your life, because every day you change a little bit more, 1%, 1%.
A little baby step every day, that consistency, and there's the gratitude, there's the mirror work, there's the couples connection, which is just the most beautiful practice. And that's if you're in a couple or you're single. So if you're single, you do it with yourself in the mirror, or just with friends. I've done this with friends as well, and it's profound when you just take that moment and to look into someone's eyes or your own and truly see who they are, because it's not the outer, it's the inner, it's your spirit, it's your soul. So just really, really come to that place of connection with yourself, and then you can truly connect with others, which is what we're so lacking, guys. So take the time, take the time for this. It's so important.
Because the battle really is within us. And we make the story. And that's part of the 12 loving steps as well, is that we're rewriting our story. The more we tell our story, the more we live the story. And so we have so many details. We could tell you what time of the day, what you ate for lunch, what happened during that whole thing where all that snowball effect came out. And it's like you get trapped in the story, and so you live the story.
Yeah.
It's now time to create a new story, so the transformation story, so that we're not having this battle within us. Just let it go. What does it matter? Use it as a teaching tool. Yeah. Use it as the fact that you can now move forward and say, you know what, at that time, I had a lot of drama going on. And I know I did back in the year 2003. There was so much drama going on, and it was just the snowball effect. And at the end of the day, I was lying there. Okay, you got my attention. You got my attention. And so now I realize that I was the one that was responsible for it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that I'm to blame or I need to be, but it's just the fact that that's the way it was going. So I didn't have the tools, I didn't have the ability to then move through that and not be part of that drama.
Absolutely. And if you don't listen to your body, that's exactly what happens, because it will put you on your bum and make you sit very still if you don't listen to the warning signs, for sure. So yeah, please listen. Yeah.
And I call it, I got a rock thrown at me, and then a pebble thrown at me, and then a brick, and then a boulder, and then finally the whole house fell, because I wasn't in the present moment. I was too busy being a human doing, not a human being, and so it caught up with me. And I'm actually very thankful and very grateful that it did, because it really brought me to this place. And there's healing that needed to go on, the layers, and it's all okay, because I am living vibrancy, I'm living my passion, I'm here having this fabulous opportunity to sit with Sam and to have Olia come on and just have these beautiful experiences.
Just interact with so many amazing people. And it really is about letting yourself off the hook as well. Just going back to what Sharon was saying is, yes, we've all had dramas and things in our lives that maybe we didn't handle so well at the time because we didn't have the tools. But that's okay. It wasn't our fault. We let ourselves off the hook. If your brain is on fire and you can't listen to what's going on, these things are going to keep repeating. So reduce the fire, get yourself into some good practices, and start your brand new story.
And this really is about the subconscious mind, because the subconscious mind is 10,000 times more powerful than the conscious mind. 10,000. 10,000. That's a lot of thousands.
That's a huge amount of thousands.
We're only in the conscious mind, what, 10% of the time? And I think
10%,
that's probably being generous for the most part.
Yeah, for most of us, because we're all so distracted as well. So the conscious mind, which is only 10%, is distracted by everything else that's going on. So, yeah.
And it's all about the programs. I mean, the program of, the self-destruct program, the suffer program. I mean, if somebody passes away, I need to mourn every day and not realize that, not look at the fact, wow, I had this person, grace me with their beautiful spirit for a period of time, and now they've moved on, because energy can't be destroyed. It can only be transformed.
Just in a different form.
Yes.
So why aren't we celebrating? And there are some cultures actually that do celebrate, and I love it. I love watching those funerals where everyone's dancing and in colour and just celebrating that being's life. So all of these things, all of these programs where, especially Western world, we're being told that everything has to be very serious, very sad, no, it doesn't.
Depressing.
Exactly.
Yes.
And
so we're taught to be depressed.
We're taught to be depressed. We're told that's how we should behave, and so let's just break all of those rules and have a really great life and enjoy ourselves at every possible moment.
Absolutely, and break the iceberg of the subconscious mind.
Yeah,
because that's what I think Daryl refers to as cracking the coconut. And that's why affirmations, all of these things to be said out loud is so important, because now you're reprogramming the subconscious mind to say, there's a new sheriff in town. It's a sheriff of self-empowerment.
Yeah.
A sheriff of self-love. It's a sheriff of, the fact that I am going to take charge of my life. And let's talk about the immune system and the adrenals and what ends up happening with that. Why don't you take that away in regards to the media?
So the media that we're watching and consuming, it's all, living in an absolute state of fear the whole time. And like we've just sort of touched upon, we're not meant to be in this fear. So Sharon mentioned about the paper lion. These aren't real things. It's false evidence appearing real. So if you're going to continue consuming all of this stuff, which is one, the distraction, and two, the fear, which is creating the fire, we're never going to be in a state of calm and rest where we're able to make good decisions for ourselves. And the adrenals are just, it's going to affect everything that we're doing in a really, really negative way.
Yeah. And that leads us to addictions and, like you said, a needing to numb out.
Yeah.
And the media is the worst, because they've developed this perpetual spiral of fear that just keep us locked into that false evidence appearing real. And then the adrenaline, the adrenaline that's dripping through our system, and it's burning us out, because the adrenal glands sit right on top of the kidneys. And so then the kidneys start burning out because of that inflammation that's happening within the adrenal glands. And I do perfect day consults with individuals that I ask them that are really in high levels of adrenaline pumping, and their anxiety and their anxiousness is really high because they're in this state of fear, which has been created from the models that we're now seeing that have really vamped themselves up. And they say, well, I don't have any problem with energy. I've got tons of energy. I'm really proud of myself because I do have so much energy. And I'd say to them, well, you're running on adrenaline.
Yeah.
And when that adrenaline stops,
it's the wrong kind of energy, guys. It's really, you'll find that you're just moving like this all the time, and this is like scattered, and there's no focus. So if you can't focus, then you can't, take out your daily tasks and enjoy yourself, because you're always on to the next thing, and there's never quite enough time for anything. And we're rushing, and this is when things go really seriously wrong for us.
That's right, burnout.
Yeah.
And then you reach for the drug that is going to give you energy. And really, it's about the vibration, like Olia was talking about, the mitochondria, and the spin within the mitochondria, which produces our ATP, which is our energy for our body. And when we have such high inflammation, then the body's only resource, because it's acidic, is to pull calcium from the bones, and that calcium goes into our cells, which is our over 60 trillion cells, and that calcium then has to buffer down the inflammation within the cell, and it gets caught in the mitochondria that's ideally needing to spin at 2,500 revolutions per second to produce our energy for the body, our ATP. And so when it's not spinning, it's not spinning rapidly, then we actually don't have energy. And the people that are running on adrenaline, they have adrenaline energy, adrenal gland fatigue energy. And then when that ends up burning out, then they're really going to feel what the mitochondria isn't actually doing.
Yeah, and then the brain is on fire and we're in a state of depression. So Daryl often talks about the domino effect of disease. And I really think we have a domino effect of disease or a domino effect of health and well-being. And we choose which way we want to go with that.
Yeah. And the reality is that we cannot continually run from a paper tiger. So when there's a real tiger that's facing us, we've got 3 minutes to run and get up the tree so we're not eaten. But when there's a paper tiger, which is the false evidence appearing real, which is created through the intentional resources of the media, is to keep us stuck in that fear-based model, is that adrenaline and cortisol that is pumped into our system from that fear is being pumped in for hours and hours.
And days. It just carries on, and then our body cannot withstand that. We can go for an amount of time, but then honestly things are just going to start to
and that's where you get energy loss and disease, and you end up having calcium being pulled from the bones because you're actually terrorizing yourself.
Yeah.
And the bottom line is that the kidneys, if you don't drink enough water, and if the adrenals are burning up the kidneys, well then you're going to burn out the kidneys themselves, and you're going to end up with issues. And of course it all comes back to the Holy Grail, which is the large intestine.
Yeah.
And the large intestine is the center of our health. It's our second brain. And if we do not have this large intestine functioning properly, if we're not pooping, if we're not looking at our computer program printout, then we are not moving the putrefaction and the toxins out of our body. And that is leaching back into our system and helping with all the inflammation.
And they talk about the gut-brain connection, but it's not. It's the large intestine brain connection. It really is. It's this area particularly which is creating either fantastic chemicals going up and communicating with the brain, or an absolute mess and really bad chemicals and messages. So this really contributes to whether if you're in a depressive state or in a really beautiful state of flow and ease within your body.
Yeah, and that's really what it is. It's all about the interconnection. And so to get the Holy Grail, which is the large intestine functioning properly, it comes back to the strategies on the perfect day.
It all comes back to those strategies, and just where I keep referring back to the intertwining of all of these different protocols. They are all essential, and then we draw from each of them at different times, and we come together in a holistic whole being way, and then everything is going to align naturally, and it just all starts slotting into place. It's amazing, this work, it really is.
1% every day, gentle, loving baby steps. So if you just change the water that you drink first and start consuming the right type of water and the hot water, and then you move out the inflammatory foods out of your diet, and you can do that, and then you start seeing the changes. And I just had a call yesterday from a woman that was just like, Sharon, I was just calling you just to tell you thank you, and I'm just doing like amazing. And I'm just like, wow, like thank you. It was beautiful. And that's so lovely, and that's why we're here. Because if we can affect, one person, if we help 1 million people, then that's my goal, is that I am just going to keep helping and helping and helping each person that has a success story. And anytime I get somebody saying, I'm feeling better, it's like, perfect.
It's beautiful.
That's my perfect day.
Yeah, it really is. It's a ripple effect. So we're here to teach you how to become your own healer. And then when you become your own healer, you can then help others do the same. So we're not here to fix anyone. We're here to guide you to become the healer in your home for yourself, and then let that sort of just flow out to your family, and then they'll pass it on to other people. So it really is magical. And when Sharon talks about helping 1 million, if we were help 1 million, think of what happens in the world when that 1 million then helps other people, right? It's,
That's why it's the global march
Yeah.
to self-empowerment.
It really
And that's what
is.
we are. It's like marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah.
linking arms, actually, really, and just,
Yeah. And so as we keep marching and we keep drawing people closer to us, and this beautiful Ixtapa World Healing and Training Center is all about self-love. It's all about strategies, getting tools from the toolbox, and everybody's on their journey. And it's not about a destination, and there's no judgment zone. We're good at judging ourselves, and you know what? Just, become your observer. Observe when those things come in, the judgment or the inability to forgive yourself or the guilt or the shame or any of those things. When we can start observing those and saying, you know what?
Observe, let yourself off the hook. And just, once you start observing and realizing it's not you, it is those programs, it's a little bit easier just to let them disappear and not focus on them, not give them the attention. Because what we're after is just that self-love, and everything else can just fall away.
Yeah, that's right. And repetition. Self-love plus repetition equals an awesome life.
It's just you choose your program. Just get rid of the ones that have been given to you by others.
Yeah.
And just, find your own program.
Yeah.
Definitely, because I really do believe that heaven is right here on earth, and if you choose it, it's your life. It's what you make it in every present moment. We can't win with fear. Your brain is on fire, which is equaling depression if you are living in that fear state. So choose love, feed your spirit, be selfish enough to love yourself unconditionally, and create your best, most perfect life.
Yeah, and it's all there. It's all
really
there,
is.
and it's all available. And I'd just like to, as we're closing, and thank everybody for taking part of this beautiful Braveheart Women's Show. And I'd like to also express, even though Olia, is probably sleeping right now.
Hopefully fast asleep.
Yeah, exactly. And if she is still listening, thank you, love.
Oh,
We
yes, it's
totally
been
appreciate
amazing.
your beautiful spirit and your presence within our community and within our lives. And for more information, you can check out the braveheartnation.com, the newworldpractitioner.com, the docofdetox.com / our services. We've also got the personaltreatmentandtraining.com. So come down here, come down as a couple so that you can start working on various parts of the body. You can learn non-surgical certification, body joint restoration with these
Personal treatments and
personal
trainings.
treatment and training. Thank you, Sam. Personal treatment and training, and you can actually, learn how to actually do the Wolf non-surgical, and you can work on partners, you can work on couples, you can come down and do the perfect pain-free pregnancy, which is absolutely amazing. And join us next week for our Braveheart Women's Show on April the 7th, which will be at 2 p.m., which is our standard time,
Back
but
to the
today we
standard time.
moved it up. And next week, we're going to be doing it in the tent, and we're going to
it's
have
so
the
exciting.
Braveheart woman hear us roar.
It's going to be an interactive one again, and we've got some awesome guests coming on to share their stories, and we've got some exciting stuff. So definitely join us for that. It's going to be. I'm really looking forward to that one. It's going to be amazing.
Absolutely. We're going to do some breath work.
Yeah.
I'm going to show some breath work to get the diaphragm moving, and so we can do diaphragmatic breathing. Because we talk about the lion heart breathing, the 6 seconds in, hold for a few seconds, 7 seconds out. Well, we become so frozen within our diaphragm just because of the lifestyles we lead, and also the fear-based program.
We're just taking those little shallow breaths right up here, and we really need to get everything moving, and that takes us into that relax and respond mode. Yeah,
Relax and yes, exactly. Come into the parasympathetic state, which is the only state that we can truly heal in.
Yeah.
And so to remember to join us on the show.docofdetox.com to never miss an opportunity to have ask live questions. And we can also be found on Telegram, t.me/the Doc of Detox, Rumble, Doc of Detox, Bitchute, Odyssey, and Brighteon.
We are everywhere.
We are everywhere.
I think that's about it.
Well, the upcoming courses.
Oh, yes, we do.
Yes, April 1st to 3rd, the 3-day pelvic floor restoration course, Unleash Your Feminine. And then the Zoom will be in May. And we have the New World Practitioners Certification course starting on April 30th.
April 30th, yeah. So
runs to May the 8th. And then the April 30th to May the 8th is the Whole Life Coach portion. And then May the 11th to the 22nd is the certification for the Wolf Non-Surgical.
Come and join us, guys, honestly.
Yeah.
It really is life-changing.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, we're running the same courses in June and again in July.
That's correct, yeah.
So make sure to check out the braveheartnation.com or the
newworldpractitioner.com, and on braveheartnation.com there is huge amounts of information about Ixtapa and everything that we're doing here, so check that one out for sure.
So let's finish off with the Braveheart Oath. What do you say, Sam?
I think that's a fabulous idea.
A wonderful way to finish the day.
Okay.
Okay, here we go, and please do it. Look in the mirror, audience, and look in the mirror, look close, 6 inches away, look into your eyes, and feel this, honor this, and love this. So here we go.
Okay.
I am love. I am healed. I am Braveheart. Today and every day, from the moment I rise until I gently close my eyes, I will trust, honor, respect, protect, forgive, and love. Totally love myself. First and foremost, before anyone or anything else. So help me God. Because I am, I am loved.
I am Braveheart.
I do my own version.
Sharon does her own version. It's so funny.
It's like I gotta look up there because I've changed it.
It is lovely. This is a fantastic one to start with.
Yes.
But then if you do have other things, like if you find some of your negative thoughts that and things you say to each other, change them up to a positive and add it in. So then you're reaffirming the positive to that. So it's perfectly fine to change it up and put your own
we
bits
are
in.
Braveheart goddesses.
We are Braveheart goddesses. I love that. I've added that.
Hear us roar. And next week, come and check us out because we're going to be roaring in the tent.
We're going to be doing maybe some of that lion breath, actually.
Yeah, totally. Yes, we'll do some of that lion breath. Let's do it.
That'd be so good.
Okay, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And remember, 3, 2, 1. You got this.
You got this, guys.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.